Hi, and welcome to CryptoBiography. I'm your host, Brandon Starr. This is episode 430 of CryptoBiography, and I'm calling it COVID again. And so, yes, I have COVID. This is the third time I've had it. Tested anyway. I mean, it's possible that I had a very mild case at some point, and it was so mild that I didn't actually test for it. It's kind of a thing, but it doesn't seem to be a thing with me. So I'm thinking that this is just how it is. So fortunately, I am vaccinated. But it's been a little while since my last booster, and that's probably why my system wasn't able to keep things at bay. So the first time I caught COVID was during our France tour, and then the second time was, I believe, on the way home from the Greece and Spain trip. And I actually got the symptoms once we were home, but I presumably caught it, in the airport or on the plane or something. And then this time, we weren't traveling. In fact, I've avoided it since then, and we even had the trip to Australia. But and when you're doing tours, it's tricky to avoid disease and COVID. But I did that time. But I just sort of randomly caught it, probably from the gym. That's like the last few days before I started feeling sick. That was like the only place really that I went outside. I hadn't bought groceries for a while. I hadn't really been doing anything else. So probably at the gym. I don't know. Unfortunate. It has been a little bit longer than usual since my last booster. Unfortunately, in the state I'm in, you now have to have a prescription to get the COVID booster. It's, I really loathe this administration. And so I hadn't, bothered to get, haven't gone through the process of getting it. And now I've had to pay for that. So lovely. So yeah, it's been a week. I started feeling sick on Monday. This is now Sunday, so it's been a full week of days of feeling sick. So lovely. It's not quite over yet. I have not been writing at all. So, hopefully I'll feel better in a day or two, and I can actually, I'll probably have to reread the whole thing just to sort of get back on track, that sort of thing, when I'm this far away from it. It's, you kind of got to get yourself back in the story. Anyway, all kinds of fun. The symptoms have been changing, and the last times that I have, 2 times that I've gotten COVID, that was usually a symptom or a sign that things were starting to get better. So I'm not feeling great. I don't feel healthy yet, but my symptoms are changing, and that's usually a good thing. And I'm not in the hospital. So, yeah. So at least the boosters have done that much. So, even though mine is rather old now, and I'll have to get another one, because the times you get COVID directly as a disease, it doesn't actually add very much to your body's ability to fight it. It really doesn't. The science is pretty clear on that. There's a little bit of a temporary boost just because your body's sort of on guard, and then after that, it doesn't really do much. The actual vaccines are what actually do a better job of teaching your body, what to fight and how to get it out of there. So, with luck, I will feel better in a day or two, and I can actually get back to writing, and we can get back to the story next time. I hope you're feeling better than I am. And yeah, that's about it. I don't have anything terribly deep to say. That's really all that's been going on. So have a good one. Hope you're feeling well, and take care. Words and music, copyright 2025, Brandon Starr, all rights reserved. Characters and events are fictionalized or satirical. Also, if you want to contact us about any episode, cryptobiography@gmail.com, or hit us up on Facebook or Twitter. Not Twitter. That was the old one. Now it's Blue Sky. I do not understand why people would still be on Twitter at this point. But anyway, have a good one.